Happy Friday. Live from Texas, this is the Will Cain Show. It is day 38 of the government shutdown. It's been a travel nightmare for flyers today. The FAA announcing 40 of the nation's busiest airports are cutting flights. The cuts are starting at 4%, and if there's no deal by next Friday, that number jumps to 10%. And as of 4 p.m. Eastern, here's where things stand. Over 960 flights have been canceled, with over 3,500 flights delayed. That flightmare did not affect my flight back from New York City to Dallas, but it's happening as Senate Republicans are working to end this shutdown. Democrats, though, are worried about branding.
I think there will be some pretty substantial damage done to a Democratic brand that has been rehabilitated if, on the heels of an election in which the people told us to keep fighting, we immediately stop fighting. If we surrender without having gotten anything, I worry that it will be hard to sort of get them back up off the mat in time for next fall's election cycle.
So branding requires that your flight be canceled. A normally calm Senate Majority Leader John Thune is furious.
This is a straightforward proposal which addresses the concern that millions of Americans have who are headed to food banks and can't pay their rent. And you're coming down here and saying you're going to object? It's about leverage, isn't it? Isn't that what you all been saying? It's about leverage? This isn't leverage. This is the lives of the American people.
And although it's been a month, Chuck Schumer's come up with a new idea. It's an old idea, relaundered, about Obamacare.
Democrats are ready to clear the way to quickly pass a government funding bill that includes health care affordability. Leader Thune just needs to add a clean one-year extension of the ACA tax credits to the CR so that we can immediately address rising health care costs. That's not a negotiation. It's an extension of current law, something we do all the time around here.
But Jasmine Crockett has one unusual demand.
I almost need Trump to sign in blood. I mean, I say that very jokingly, but part of me, yeah.
Is it joking? Because we're starting to take you seriously on the necessity for blood. But what exactly are Democrats fighting for? They're fighting for a failed health care plan, Obamacare.
I owe you an answer on why it is I'm standing here today asking to extend something that was temporary. And here's the reason. We did fail to bring down the cost of health care.
President Trump is done. He's done with the negotiation. He's done with the government shutdown, and he is done with the filibuster. He is asking Republicans, now is the time to nuke the filibuster, meaning it would no longer require a supermajority or 60 votes to pass bills in the Senate. And President Trump warned you might as well do it because very soon, nuking the filibuster will be done by Democrats.
The Democrats are going to do that, and most of you will admit the Democrats are going to do that, so why aren't we doing it? And I think only a foolish person would be against that, especially when you realize that these are crazed people. I am totally in favor of terminating the filibuster, and we would be back to work within 10 minutes after that vote took place, and lots of other good things would happen. And it doesn't make any sense that a Republican would not want to do that.
That's not partisanship, and that's not a fever dream. That's simply listening.
They're going to recommend that the number of Supreme Court justices go from 9 to 13. That's going to happen, people. They're going to win. They're going to do some blue ribbon panel of distinguished jurists, and they are going to recommend 13, and a Democratic Senate and House is going to pass it. And the Democratic president is going to sign it because they have to do an intervention so we can have a Supreme Court that the American people trust again.
To be clear, the they represented there by Carville is Democrats. They will nuke the filibuster. They will pack the Supreme Court.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.